I am the luckiest guy in the room because the guy that's in this room that needs no introduction is Pat Riley. Pat, please come on up and introduce our next honoree.
Thank you, Ron. And I truly appreciate that. I'm humbled by that. When I come to events like this, and for the reason that we're all here, and I've always used this phrase because I really truly feel, that what I have done in 42 years in the NBA and 50 years in basketball, it's truly the toy department of human affairs. Okay, I mean it's significant, but it's not significant at all. And I love it. It's been my life. It has created a tremendous amount of recognition for me and my family. And it gives us all sort of what we want at times. And we live vicariously through it. And it isn't just the Ron books or Lauren book or Tony and Eric and people who go out of their way to really do something special to raise money and awareness for something that is just absolutely so insidious and makes my my skin crawl when I even think about it. But that's why we're here tonight, because it's uncomfortable at times, very, very uncomfortable for people to talk about it, and for people who have been involved and victimized by it, and for, most importantly, the person that I'm going to introduce to expose it and what she went through and how she was harassed and threatened because she brought the truth to the surface and removed the predator from our lives. I always try to keep it in perspective, and in some way, shape, or form. And sometimes I can't, but I go back, just as Twan was talking about, he brought 3 words, leprechaun and trampoline, and what was the other one, Twan?
I was supposed to pull my ear.
Okay, pull my ear. And so I try to keep it in perspective, and I want to keep it in this kind of perspective because this is what this is about. This is what Sarah's about. This is what Lauren's about, what Ron's about, what Eric and Tony's about, and it goes in this manner, is that the eagle gently coaxes her offspring towards the edge of her nest, and her heart quivers with conflicting emotions as she can feel their resistance to her persistent nudging. Why does the thrill of soaring and the fear of falling always have to sort of begin at the same place? This age-old question really is left unanswered to the eagle. As for her, and in the tradition of her species, her nest is located high on this shelf of this sheer rock face, and there's nothing below but the wind to catch the wings of each child if they fall. But despite her fears, she knows it's time. Her parental mission has all been but complete, and there's one final task, the push. And the eagle always draws courage from this innate wisdom. Until her children discover their wings, she'll know that they'll never have a purpose in their life. Until they discover the thrill of actually soaring and flying, they'll never feel the privilege of what it was to have been an eagle. And so her incredible gift, the eagle's incredible gifts, our parents, their incredible gifts. The supreme act of love that she can show is with one final swoosh as she sweeps her children off the nest, as we all do as parents. We sweep them off the nest out there, and we hope they're flapping and flying and finding a way that they can make it. And we also know that when we sweep them off the nest, that there's some bad people out there. And we hope that the parents, others, we hope that the teachers, we hope that the counselors, we hope that the coaches, we hope that the people they run into that are going to mentor them and educate them are going to protect them and take care of them. So when I think about tonight, I think about Lauryn Hill. Lauren book, excuse me. Yeah, no, you'll take that. But I think about it. And I think about Ron, I think about Eric, I think about Tony, and most of all, I think about the person, that I'm going to introduce and what she did, which was so incredible. The Jim Mandich Award, it's a good friend of mine. We all love Jim. Even to this day, at times, about 2 o'clock, I don't anymore, Coach, but I used to be able to go home at 2 o'clock like you did, Spo. And I remember when I used to leave American Airlines Arena and I'd turn on the radio because I listened to Jim a lot, and I'd put my window down, as we all know. Are all you people riding around with your windows down in Miami, loving this weather? And I do think every single time I drink a Heineken beer or a Green Lizard, I think of Jim Mandich. There's no doubt. I know Michael and Nick are here tonight. And simply was a great friend who we had spent time with many times. And this is a reason why it's called the Jim Mandich Courage and Commitment Award. When I think about the word courage, the mental and moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, and difficulty. Acronyms for that, obviously, are bravery, daring, fearlessness, being gutty, having great heart, nerve, valor, and virtue. When you talk about commitment, it's a promise to do or give something back, a promise to be loyal to someone or something. A commitment simply is the attitude that someone takes to work very hard to support something or someone. Sarah Ganem, who hails from South Florida, graduated from Penn State University with a degree in journalism in 2008. After the story exploded in November, Sarah used her network of sources to continue to lead national coverage that exposed the scandal. Newsweek magazine named Sarah to its list of 150 fearless women who shaped the world for her coverage of the Sandusky case in 2011. Sarah's name is included among that of some of the most prominent activists for human, political, and women's rights across the world, including Nobel Peace Prize nominee Wahoo Kara of Kenya and Daya Zaida of Egypt. In 2012, Sarah became the third youngest person to win a Pulitzer Prize and the youngest person ever at age 24 to receive the Sydney Award for socially conscious journalism. Long Island University also announced that she had won the prestigious George Polk Award in journalism. A woman's greatest fear, a man's greatest fear, a person's greatest fear, and I live by this quote. I read it back in the 80s. Is that a woman's greatest fear, a man's greatest fear, a child's greatest fear should be their fear of extinction. But what they should fear more than that is to one day become extinct with insignificance. Somewhere along the way in my coaching and playing career in basketball, the toy department of human affairs, I felt like I was doing something significant. And when I introduced Sarah today, I know just how insignificant it was, which what I've done. Let's look at a video about the courage and commitment.
Prosecutor Joe McGettigan walking up to the defense table, standing behind Jerry Sandusky, and telling jurors to give him justice, the justice that he deserved, and to find him guilty on everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Ganem.